Hello, this is Kevin Watson from Upgrade, here to talk a little bit about some of the things that can be slightly annoying about Chicago referencing. You look at it first of all, you think there's the footnotes, there's the bibliography, they look broadly the same, but then you look a little bit closer and you discover that actually they're not. How author names are presented is one curious difference between footnotes and bibliography in Chicago. So if we look at an example now, and here we have an example of a book with two authors, and on the first reference it says for authors William Naffy and Andrew Spicer. So you can see that's pretty straightforward. We present the names absolutely as they occur. But if we skip to the bibliography entry for the same book, you see a curiosity. We see that the first author is titled Naffy, William. So we've got the last name, the surname first, and then it says and Andrew Spicer, and the second author's name is as it was in the footnote. So this seems kind of curious. Well, as you'll know, entries in a bibliography need to be arranged in alphabetical order by the first named author. So in this instance, Naffy is the essential word. We need at the beginning to locate this entry among the N's. Andrew Spicer's name is not important in terms of the alphabetical order, so that can stay exactly as it was in the footnote, and by doing that we're not populating the entries quite so much with commas, and that's why it's only the first name in this guidance that gets flipped around. Another difference between footnotes and bibliography entries is that footnotes tend to have lots of commas and bibliographies have lots of full stops. Maybe it would be useful to think of a footnote as a sentence with the commas dividing the bits of the sentence, and a bibliography is more like a paragraph with separate sort of sections, separate elements divided by full stops. There are some other differences between footnote and bibliography entries in Chicago, so my advice is always to have a referencing guide to hand. Don't guess, because that rarely works, because you'll end up having inconsistencies. You won't reference this book in the same way as you've referenced that book. So consistency really does matter. So you might as well have your style guide to hand whenever you're trying to write either footnote or bibliography entries.